Hello everyone and welcome to another video here from the Calcio Bros. It's me, Christian, joined by my brother Luca over here. As you can see, different choice of visuals, but anyways, as we know, Italy has concluded the group stages of the Euros and they have finished first, and we're just going to quickly discuss our thoughts on what we saw and what we'd like to see going forward and how far we can now think that they can go considering what we saw from them. So just some quick thoughts, Luca, on what we say or what we think maybe, or what you think actually of the Italy side so far.
I mean, they played well. Oh, 3-3, 3 wins, 3 games. Uh, Dominated the first 2 games. Third game was obviously nothing too important, so they kept it light and played their B teams. And all they can do is kind of look forward and push harder for either against Ukraine or Austria.
So as you said, yes, we're playing Ukraine or Austria. So that we play the winner now of, sorry, not the winner, the second place finisher of Group C, which again would be Ukraine or Austria. Ukraine just need a draw to finish second, while Austria need to win in order to finish second because Netherlands won their group. So going back, the results were Turkey, Italy, 3-0 Italy, Demiral on goal, Immobile, Insigne, Switzerland, Italy, 3-0 once again. 2 goals from Locatelli, a goal from Immobile, and then just recently Italy, Wales finished 1-0 in Pessina. And like you said, more of the reserves. And we'll say this: what else do you think? The question is, I guess, how strong this really is a surprise from how we've seen Italy. Not always like have we known of them playing the Catenaccio, but it's a free-flowing attacking Italy team, right?
I mean, Italy's were known for being more defensive, but then this time we're all around more of an offensive team. Playing down the wings, using our midfields more than usual. And I think that's the biggest and better way we've grown as a team. So using that to kind of help develop more confidence going forward with our team.
And we can see now Italy's even, yeah, they've kept defense first, but it's astounding. Now they've kept 11 games straight of clean sheets, over 1,000 minutes of not conceding the goal. Last goal coming back against Netherlands when we tied them 1-1. And now we've gone, so 11 games without conceding a goal, 1,000 minutes, and scoring 31 in the process. So that's an incredible record in itself. So, and we are getting offense from all over, like you said, Chiesa, Berardi. But I guess the one thing is just having Immobile and Belotti trying to score more goals for us, right? Trying to continue their Torino and Lazio form, right?
And I mean, Immobile played okay on his starting game. Not much support with his game. Immobile has been the better starter so far. So again, hopefully he stays in form for the next games coming up as well.
Who for you has been the surprise for this Italy team?
I mean, I knew Spinazzola was good, but so far I think he's been Italy's most consistent. And even Locatelli as well. Locatelli and Spinazzola have been, I think, our best 2 players going into these games as well.
And honestly, who would have thought? Because I know there was definitely a lot, not as much pressure for Spinazzola, we can say. He has been tested, but I think more the pressure was with Locatelli, considering he was going to be replacing Verratti, who was injured the first 2 games. And I think he's really established himself well with Jorginho and Barella.
It was a surprise. Everyone knew it was going to be interesting with that type of midfielding style. Barella, Locatelli haven't had the experience in the national side as like this high level, so everyone thought, well, they're going to suck, they're going to this and that, and they've really stepped up and performed a lot.
And definitely, and then I know a lot of people are keeping an eye on Locatelli now, so that's transfer news for another day. But again, with the rotating Italy side, we've been able to be solid all around. Mancini really able to show the depth in the squad. Against Wales, you had Toloi in the back, Bastoni, Emerson. In the midfield, he had Pessina, who grabbed the winner. And again, Pessina wasn't even in the starting, the 26-man side after Sensi and Pellegrini got injured. So again, those are two absentees for Italy who were crucial. But again, Pessina has really stepped into his own, played decent coming in against Switzerland, and really showcased some more talent coming in today. And also to note, Mancini was also tied Vittorio Pozzo's record of 30 unbeaten consecutive matches unbeaten for the Italian national team, and that record has not been beaten since, or a match since 1939. So that's quite a record in itself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, again, Italy has surprised everyone of anything. So it's been insane for what they've done, and very proud of the team and everything else.
they honestly should be taken more seriously. And have we seen lots of other teams, supposedly these favorites, have really squandered their opportunities? People saying Italy only played Turkey and Switzerland. Let's see how they do against a bigger opposition. But then you have someone who, like England, who plays Scotland, who are ranked much lower than Turkey and Switzerland, and they go and tie Scotland. You have France tie Hungary. You have you have Spain. Poland's not a bad side, but you would think Spain should be able to beat Poland. And then you have Turkey, who are supposed to be the dark horses going into the tournament, supposedly. Last team to also beat France. They had good form, and look at them, they struggled. So, do you really think people should take the Azzurri more seriously?
Most of the big teams haven't been doing well. I want to see Italy against a bigger team, not discriminate against like Turkey, Switzerland, or any other
Wales.
team we faced so far. Wales. I mean, we'll see down the line how it is.
And yeah, but at the same time, the way it's different, at the same time, we've known that Italy kind of doesn't take the group stages as, yeah, they try to qualify, but they don't take it as seriously. They get more serious once they come to the group phases. So if they're scoring 3 goals almost a game for fun in this sort of sense, and they could have scored more, imagine once they go forward, when they take it even more seriously. And, what else can we expect? And especially you're going to get more. Berardi's really finding form. Insigne's going, and Immobile's had his chances. He just needs to pick up some more confidence going forward, and we would want that confidence from his Lazio form into the national team as well. So if those three can really carry our front with the defensive solid backline, we're pretty good.
Like we said before, our strongest point, we've kept a clean sheet as well, and like I said, hopefully everyone's form stays the same and our defense stay strong, because Donnarumma hasn't really been tested that heavy. So it's gonna be really interesting until we find out like a big test to really go onto that.
Because these were definitely some good warm up, I guess, and at this type of stage, and especially for these younger players who have never played in an international tournament like this, and that's almost half the team. Because again, we didn't qualify for the World Cup 3 years ago in 2018. So this is a lot of the players' first experience at the international stage. So they definitely have really stepped up. Again, we're going to play like another good team in either Austria or Ukraine. We would definitely hope we play kind of. Honestly, you would think Austria would be the easier opposition, but haven't looked that bad, to be honest, right?
No, they haven't, and same with Ukraine. Ukraine have their ups and downs. So again, they're not the strongest team, but they can always come out.
And we've
any better.
And we've kind of seen it too, because especially against in their first game, Ukraine's first game against Netherlands, they went down 2-0 after a couple goalkeeping errors. Ukraine managed to come back to tie 2-2, but then another goalkeeping error gifted them the third goal because he didn't properly clear it. And so maybe this is one thing, taking advantage of the poor goalkeeping at the back. And maybe that's one thing Italy can look at. But Austria too, that we can take advantage of some quick movements, some quick passes, and maybe just keep it going. And Italy could definitely beat Ukraine or Austria. They're not the toughest opponents, right? But they're not going to be easy either. And they have shown it, especially putting up some tests against the Netherlands. And I know the Netherlands haven't looked the greatest either, but they're still one of the big sides in this tournament.
We can always hope that this team comes out strong against any team they face, good, small. It's really up to the team if they're mentally and physically ready for anything that comes on. So
Now going forward in the group stages or past the group stages, which player do you think Italy will really rely on now to kind of carry them going forward? I know Chiellini is coming back. He was right. He did pick up a knock against Switzerland, so he was rested against Wales. But who do you think? Yeah, he's going to be that leader in the back line. But who do you think will really be that leader in the next game? And when it actually matters, when it's a one and done game.
I think our midfield again will be key, and like Locatelli, Barella, those guys will have to really work together strong for defense and for their offense. Like, find that balance to really understand. Okay, we have to support both those ends and score goals, yet defensively be strong.
And it also depends too if Mancini decides to start Locatelli or Verratti. Verratti looked like he wasn't even injured against Wales. He had a good run out. So now it's a question of who do you start. And in your opinion, yeah, Locatelli's had more of a showcase. He sort of scored a couple goals. But do you think the experience of Verratti will come into play, or do you think Mancini will go back into starting Locatelli?
I think Locatelli has already scored 2 goals and he's been in form. And Verratti coming, I think. Don't rush him, especially with these heavy games. Don't rush him too much. Let Locatelli play, and let it go from there. Don't overforce it.
So I guess maybe just bring him on as a sub if need be, then pretty much. So and we would hope that Immobile and the forwards not carry the rest of the team, but carry some load and actually trying to score more goals. Because again, like I've said, we want them to carry the form that they have at the club level. And yeah, Immobile has 2 goals, but we want it to be more consistent because we've seen the difference between the Lazio Immobile and the Azzurri Immobile, right? It's 2 sides of the same coin kind of thing, right?
Immobile is our best striker we have. Raspadori is still young, but Lotti's 50-50, so I think Immobile will be our key scorer and probably our golden boot for this tournament.
So we'll hope that they go forward. The defenses look good, forwards have looked good. So honestly, it's been a solid Italy team, and considering a lot, again, like I said, it's a lot of their first time, and they've really looked exceptional. So we hope that they can beat whoever comes next. But again, it's going to be a tough opposition, and I do feel this Italy team can really go deep in the tournament and potentially win it if they can. If we're going with our heart, but we hope that they can win it. But they can definitely, the way they're playing, and considering people should take them seriously, they will go far in this tournament. If people don't take them seriously,
I mean, I'd rather them not take us seriously than underestimating us and overestimating being overprepared. So I'd rather them just, it's Italy, whatever, just brush them off. Whether that's easier for us. So.
Yeah, make it show like we're actually the serious competition in this tournament rather than we're just a team playing against easy sides. So yeah. we hope to see how far the Italy can go. Be sure to let us know what you guys think and how far they can go in the tournament. So and what you guys think of the group stages, because honestly, we honestly knew we've had the feeling that Italy would top the group. There were the other surprises, to be honest, in the group. I actually had Turkey finishing second, and look how that happened. So basically, they just dropped, and my all other predictions came up. So I think Turkey was the real surprise of our group, to be honest. So who would have thought?
Yeah, it's sad going to the tournament not winning one game, barely scoring at all. So it's kind of sad.
And considering they had a lot of talent too, Under, Çalhanoğlu, Yilmaz, Yazici, Soyuncu, Demiral, they had players, but they just couldn't get anything together. So, and and I get, especially Demiral helping us in that first game, helping the country he plays in. So,
and a goal's a goal in the end, right?
Yeah, we'll take it in the end. But again, Azzurri scoring 7 goals in the group stage, conceding 0. They are also the first team to win all their games and not concede a goal in the Euros. So that is also another fantastic achievement from what Mancini has achieved as coach after taking over that disgraceful coach that was Ventura, who we can all say that because he did not fail us as a country. So
yeah, I mean we haven't had a good coach since Conte. Really, I mean that's what 2 coaches. really behind. So
But considering Conte actually got the best out of not some of the greatest players out there, he would get the best out of Giaccherini, Pelé, Adair, he somehow got the best out of them. So, all right, guys, let us know what you thought of Italy's group stage. How far do you think they can go after witnessing their first 3 games in the tournament? If you like what you're hearing, be sure to follow us on this YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to receive notifications, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Calcio_bros, to receive any updates, our thoughts, and just overall transfer news going around Serie A. So I hope to hear from you guys soon. Ciao.